right now. Let's bring out a guy who is currently in 2 series, The Flash and Good Sports. Let's talk comedy with Richard Belzer.
Yes.
How you doing, man?
This is the most comfortable show I've ever been on.
Is it really?
I mean, backstage, everyone's so nice. The chairs are nice. The food's great. Kevin took it all, but...
The greatest staff in television, I want you to know.
Really great.
You got the...
I need some staff like Rick's. Thank you.
Okay. We're going to put you on hold for right now, okay? Look at the way you... Are you always in black? Every time I've seen you, you're like in navy blue and black.
Well, yes, I am. No, I just wore ever since I was a little kid and I saw beatniks. I always wanted to be, you know, with the black beret and the black thing, and I just...
You've got the swept back hair and all that?
Yeah. So I've just never changed in 40 years, even though I'm not 40 yet.
You are the comics comic, and I wanted to tell you that in case anybody
Which
has never
comic
told-
is that? The
Well, many comics, believe me. And for you to put it together for as long as you have, there has to be something to keep it fresh for you all the time, Richard. Where do you go to get all the material that you put on?
Well, fortunately, our government writes a lot of my material. Reagan wrote my best jokes for 8 years.
Yeah.
I had to send him a check. It was getting out of hand. Now, I read about 10 newspapers a day. I'm constantly watching CNN, listening to the news, and, you know, just trying to suck in everything I can, pardon the expression.
You like this past week, what hit you?
Well, what hit me this week? Well, the thing you said about Schwarzkopf, he's going to be, I think he could run for president, Schwarzkopf, don't you?
Oh, right now. First thing, I think we ought to make him a 5-star general, personally.
Yes.
Personally.
He looks
He and Colin Powell.
Well, let's not push it, but maybe 6-star general. No, but I think he looks so much like Willard Scott. He could do the weather and the troop movements at the same time. Don't you think? It's going to be raining here. There's our troop movements over here. And they're talking about running Colin Powell instead of Dan Quayle. See, Dan Quayle doesn't know he's vice president, so he won't miss the job. That's the. Quayle has the kind of look in his eye like, you know, you're driving down a country road at night and a deer runs out and the headlights hit the deer in the eyes and the deer goes. That's the vice presidential gaze.
So what can you not do?
What can I not do?
Yeah, as far as
dunk. I can't dunk.
You can't dunk? But as far as comedy goes.
Well, that's, then if I say it, people will go, oh, you're right. No, there are certain obvious things that I would say homophobia, misogyny, things like that. Misogyny is hatred of women, for those of you that didn't go beyond the 8th grade. And, you know, just I think gay bashing is out and, you know, making fun of minorities, unless it's with some kind of spirit and some kind of playful and not mean-spirited. You know, there are certain things you should stay away from, and I think comics should exercise good taste and not be censored. I'm against censorship of any kind.
And of course, you hang out with a lot of guys who do some wild material, so...
Yeah, I've got some crazy friends.
One friend being Farrah Fawcett. I want to find out how your days...
She's got some great material.
Yes, yes. Let's find out how your days with Farrah have been when we come back, all right?
All right.
Richard Belzer will be right back with us into the night. Back with Richard Belzer, actually in 2 series now. There's The Flash.
The Flash.
And,
and Good Sports.
Good Sports.
Yes.
Spending your days with Farrah Fawcett.
Well, you know, it was interesting. One day I went to work, and there, you know, that hair, those eyes, that smile. Ryan O'Neal was in the... and then I met Farrah. But no, they're very nice people, and the show's a lot of fun to work. And I know there's a lot of rumors about the show, but...
Well, anytime you work with your wife on a show,
My wife?
or actually your significant other,
Right.
as they are, it's gotta be working on you a little bit.
Well, actually, they're very affectionate on... I mean, he's very helpful to her, and they're very supportive of each other. And
I worked with my wife on a show one time, and you do that in front of people, Richard.
Right.
But come on, the cameras go down. No, it's like, shut up, Julie, shut up. After that, no, you
well, I don't sleep with them, so... I don't know what they do at home.
I don't know. The character you play is a guy named Richard Belzer.
Yeah, Richard Belzer.
That's got to be a stretch.
I had to go to acting school and learn how to play the bells. And, no, I was very flattered. They said, we want you to play yourself on the show.
Yeah.
And so I think we have a clip here. The scene is, they're hosts of a comedy, they're hosts of a sports channel, and I'm on a comedy channel in the same complex. So one night, Ryan O'Neal and his boss are watching me, and I insulted them, and the boss pulls a gun on me. And I run off stage. And this is the next scene the next day with Ryan and me in the men's room at Yankee Stadium. No, at the station.
Second.
Okay.
A bad experience.
It's fun.
Let's follow up on that. Have you ever had, what is the worst thing that happened to you on stage? Can you think of any?
Well, I was almost murdered once.
Stop.
No, you mean on a nightclub stage? No, I'm just kidding. On a TV show, I was almost killed. No, and one time I was on the stage at the Comedy Store in California. That's where we are now, right? And I said something to somebody in the audience, and somebody down front said to me, "Don't ever say that again." And I said, "Well, I'm not talking to you, babe." You know. And they said, "I don't care." And I just went on with my act. I said, "Yeah, sure, right." I said, "Don't say that. Don't say that." So finally, he pulled me into the audience. And I figured, hey, I'm from the street. I can take care of myself. So I stood up. I'm ready to go. Then he grabbed me. He threw me on stage like I was a bag of potatoes. So I picked up the mic stand and I did, you know, a little
Jose Canseco.
Yeah, Jose Canseco impression. And it's funny because in L.A., the bounces are different than in New York. When I worked at a club in New York, if there's any trouble, the guy would be taken outside to be made into a marinara sauce, right? In L.A., the bouncers in the back going, "Oh, wow, there's a fight. Oh, wow." And they didn't help me.
Hey, you know, you almost got one past me there. You
What?
said you almost got killed one time, but you were really telling the truth. That for people who don't know, Hulk Hogan did the sleeper hold on you one time.
Yeah, I fell down, hit my head, and...
I saw the tape of that, and you were totally gone.
Yeah, he really... Some people think it was fake, but it was real. And what happened was I sued, and I won the case, and that's where all this furniture comes from. I thought I'd treat you.
We never heard. Did you get a good settlement?
Yes, I did. I got this watch.
Yeah. And a gorgeous blue
I got
suit.
this toothpicks that was bothering me. Remember how it was bothering
Yes,
me?
you said that last time I saw you, Richard. So the Flash. Let's talk about. Let's switch over to the Flash a little bit real quickly before we run out of time.
I played Joe Klein, the voice of the city on The Flash. He's a reporter who's always trying to figure out, is the Flash a vigilante? Is he a hero? Have you ever seen the show?
Well, I've just seen part of the show where the guy goes so fast.
Yeah,
It's
the great thing is if you want a cup of coffee, you can get it in 5 minutes. You know, it's like, he goes to Colombia and comes back with it.
I have to say, too, there's a very serious part of your life, too. You're really into what you're going to be doing on Sunday evening.
All right, yeah, I hope you come by. Sunday night at the Improv here in California in Santa Monica, the Santa Monica Improv, we're doing a benefit for Cancer Vi, which is an organization for cancer survivors. It's a support group for people who've had cancer, and sometimes you still have problems after the disease is over. So this group helps people readjust to life after the disease. And Jerry Seinfeld will be there, Paul Provenza, I'm forgetting some people, Kevin Pollak. A lot of really good comedians are going to be there, plus myself. And Sunday night's a great cause, and I'd like people to come out.
And you're looking at a guy who beat it. He beat it. Thank you. And congratulations. Richard Belzer, March 15th. Watch up to New York, you can see him too.